Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the set.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Yeah, that's what I do.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Locked. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Now Eckler, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 45 yards. And into the red zone now, Charles. They told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Select the team.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
47-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Let's go.
On 1st down, Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 4-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
White, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
We can't be stopped. That is.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
5.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Go.
Check 37.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Crouch.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set 180. Set 180.
They can't hang with us. Switch.
Alpha.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. Now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. And Freeman lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lindsey, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready? 60 or 6-6, pull it high.
Watch the twitch.
Hey, zoom. And go.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Break.
Check 52 to Mike.
And let's take the mirrors back and go through the street.
He's crashing. He's
Be careful.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
Man.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Get it.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Allen, nifty footwork. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's go.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on now.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Rivers. He sets to fire deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. To throw it is Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. From the 29, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Rivers to throw it. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2.
I got him.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. And got his man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Tight dog. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet snap.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Go.
57.
Ready to go. Hit it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Throwing Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Check. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Bound to lose one.
Undercrunch.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Benjamin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Clock going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
12.
To throw, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Screen 80.
March 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious? Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Haywood!
At the 24-yard line.
Ready?
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
General West!
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that'll be...